Hello, and welcome back to my fun little cooking show where I find something on the internet and I decide it's cool and I want to make it. This episode is gonna be a Christmas special just because the holidays are here and I want to make something delicious that I have, one, never tasted before, but two, have always wanted to make, and three, seems very festive in terms of it's like a centerpiece. And that is Beef Wellington. So growing up, I always watched Hell's Kitchen, and there's a signature dish that Gordon Ramsay creates, and it's his signature Beef Wellington. And it's something I've always wanted to try. So I am now going to attempt to make Gordon Ramsay's Beef Wellington. And I have a holiday party after this, so other people are gonna be able to snack on it as well. And yeah, it'll be really fun, so let's go. So the first thing I did was to make my puff pastry. You can use store-bought, but I just really like challenging myself, so I made a rough puff. All it is you combine flour and butter and salt together, and then you kind of want to press the butter pieces into the flour so it flattens but still crumbly, and that's what is going to create the rise of your puff pastry. And then you add the water, and then you just kind of want to clump it all together so it's somewhat formed, and then you want to put it on your surface and you roll it out with a rolling pin, and you want to create these buttery layers. So we do this thing called the letter fold where we fold the pieces into itself, and then afterwards we roll it out again and do the same thing. So this I had folded twice. Something I also did yesterday was I had prepared the beef tenderloin, and the butcher that I went to tied the twine around it so it holds its shape. And they told me that when I cook it in the pan to keep the twine on there until it was ready. So I'm gonna see if that actually helps. I pre-seasoned this with just a lot of salt and a lot of pepper, and I just wanted to essentially dry it out overnight. So after seasoning it and rubbing it on, coating it with the seasoning to create a crust, I just stuck it into the fridge. Hopefully that kind of created a dry brine in a sense, and pull out all of the liquid so that the crust can be really crispy, but it looks very good. And now we are here today and we are gonna get started with our mushroom duxelle. So Beef Wellington is created with these layers. So you have the beef tenderloin in the center, and then outside of that you have a layer of this mushroom duxelle, which is a mushroom paste pate, and then you have a layer of prosciutto, or traditionally crepes, and then you have the layer of the pastry. And so it's a very layered dish. Here we have our mushrooms all nicely cleaned, and we're just gonna finely chop them into small little bits. You use a food processor, but I have a very small food processor and it is painful sometimes to use it, so just gonna chop things up. And I have a mixture of brown cremini mushrooms and some oyster mushrooms. Okay, I see why people use a food processor now, because this is gonna take a little bit of time to do this. I've decided to switch over to food processor because I was like, maybe it's a better idea. So, and I'm just gonna do it in small portions. I think I need to cut the mushrooms a bit because they're just so big. Last batch of mushrooms added to the bowl of mush. Mushrooms chopped. Time to start cooking this. Before we start on the duxelle, I'm gonna sear this tenderloin. And I don't cook a lot of steak, so we're gonna see how this goes and hope that it goes well. Press it down. Get that nice crust, that sear. Oh, that's pretty good. Now I'm gonna just sear the edges, lock in all of that moisture. Some people say not to sear the edges, but it makes sense to lock in the moisture. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter and just kind of baste it. I don't have any fresh herbs. If I had fresh herbs, I would honestly just throw them in, but alas, it's fine. Take this in all its glory, and I'm gonna set it on a cooling rack. Pan's still quite hot. I'm gonna add my duxelle into it, and it's gonna absorb all those yummy meat juices. Now this is gonna take a bit of a while, but you basically just wanna reduce this down and just make it as like dry-ish as possible. This is a close-up. As you can see, there's a lot of water that has to kind of just be cooked out. So a little bit of an oopsie on my part. I forgot to add shallots or onions into this, so we're gonna just add it afterwards and hope that this doesn't, you know, mess anything up. I do have a large bag of frozen onions, which, you know, we'll add water to this, but hopefully it'll cook down. So this has been cooking for a little bit. I combined the onions and the mushrooms together, and now I'm just gonna add some spices to flavor this. So there's already salt and pepper. Because it's like a Christmas thingy, I'm gonna add a bit of rosemary. If you have like sage or marjoram, like I would add those to kind of give that, you know, Christmas vibe. But I don't have those, so I only have dried rosemary right now. Then I'm gonna add in some garlic powder. As I'm adding these things in, I just want to promote my spice labels. These are my spice babies, and they are these cute little spice labels, and they add so much fun because they have little characters on them. And as you can see, like, they're very useful for organizing your kitchen, for just making things cute and fun. And if you like them, I make them and sell them. So link into the description if you would like to have some yourself. I'm also gonna add a little bit of MSG, bring out that flavor. And lastly, some oregano. I do like a little splash of cream. We now have all the components, so we're gonna start with the actual process of combining everything together to make the beef Wellington. Here, I am just putting some mustard onto the beef tenderloin itself, brushing it on with a brush. Now is the time everyone's been waiting for, which is basically to roll it all together. The recipe tells me to lay some plastic down, and then we're gonna start with some prosciutto. If I can open this. Oh, there's a seal right here. Delicious prosciutto. So this kind of needs to lay the same length, so I'm gonna have to increase it. That's okay. Also, if you guys hear any background noise, it's because I have friends over, so they're just having fun without me. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this here. I kind of want like this size. Oh yes, actually let's do this. Let's lay that, and then let's do this. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I've never done anything like this before, and this is like a dream of mine to have tried to attempt to make something like this. I think I'm gonna lay 6 of them. Yeah, that's great. It might be actually too long, but that's fine. And then there's a bit of holes here, so maybe that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this prosciutto, I'm gonna rip it, and just fill in the holes, fill in the gaps. That looks pretty good. Okay, so filled in the holes, and then I want to take some of my duxelle, and I'm just gonna give it a good mix and then spoon it over. Honestly, I wasn't sure how this would taste, but it smells really good. It looks like I'm kind of like tending a field, just plowing to garden or grow some wheat or something. Okay, and then I have my slab of meat here. So I'm supposed to kind of like, I don't think this is enough. I think I have to put it to the edge. Okay, so that's some good runway, some distance. We're also gonna crack some peppers because that's what he did. Did I do this wrong? Like, it just doesn't feel like there's enough. Maybe I have to go like this. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Flip this like that. And then, yes, okay, I think that's what we have to do. Oh my gosh, look at that. That looks pretty good though. It looks flat and concealed. Okay, and now I'm gonna pop this into the fridge. Wow, look at that. That's actually quite successful. Now it's time to roll out my pastry dough. So here I have it in a log. It's like Play-Doh, just gotta roll it out. I put so much butter in this that I really hope it works. I want it like this and I want to encase it. So I think it has to be a little bit longer. It's so satisfying making your own pastry dough. Like, it's not as hard as people think, and it tastes a lot better than the store. I think we want this like pretty thin, so I'm gonna aim for like maybe 1/4 of an inch. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I want to lay 2 sheets like that. But just like if it's floured enough, it should be fine, but it's not. Oh, why is this so hard? It's not as hard as people think. So now we have a nice rolled out piece of dough. Gonna take my Tootsie Roll, my meat kebab. Yay, okay. That turned out great actually. Oh, it doesn't cover enough. Maybe I should go like here, this way. Like that. I'm always having to flip it. And then take this and we're gonna cover it basically. Oh my gosh, wow, look at this. Guys, this is crazy. And I'm going to score. I'm gonna just mend these together. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm just gonna like crease this edge and also crease this edge and pinch it. Yay! Look at this. Oh my gosh. Just make sure the seams are all pulled in tight. We do not want this to be broken. Wow. Look at, this is great. Look, it's a little bit bigger than my hand. And now I'm going to wrap it. Okay, perfect. Gonna get even more plastic wrap because the tighter this is, the better it will hold its shape, as Gordon says. Just really tighten and roll that. It's a little baby. This is incredible. So we now have a really hefty Wellington baby. Oh my gosh, wow, that's amazing. So it's been a while and now I am going to be baking this in the oven. Just to preface, my microphone broke, so we are now just like filming through my camera, but that is okay. We got the baby, it's here. I'm gonna just unwind it. So we have that. And then I have my cute little egg dish, which I'm gonna do an egg wash for. I don't know if this is enough, but maybe a little brush. And then Gordon Ramsay says to score it with the back of a knife. So we're gonna go from like this. Okay, look at this. And I'm just gonna go from this side. Okay, I just realized that is not straight, but that's okay. But look at her. Little 360 for the girls. So now I'm gonna pop this bad boy in the oven. Oh my god, that's a lot of butter. Oh, wow, that's a lot of butter. That's how she looks. Sizzling in all her glory. I'm just checking the temperature of this. Oh god, 79. Scene change. So we had a bit of an issue. My beef Wellington wasn't really cooked in the middle, but it was cooked on the outsides. And I have a holiday Christmas party to get to. So here we are. So I just like stuck it in the oven again, and I'm praying that it is okay now. She looks gorgeous though, aside from this little like blemish on the top because I kept on poking it with my thermometer. But golden, and oh yeah, that smells really good. And I just really hope that it's decently cooked on the inside. So we're gonna try this with everyone. Hi. So all my friends are currently surrounding me And we are now going to commence the cutting of the beef Wellington. You guys can react. I don't know if this is cooked well, but here goes nothing. We have the cross section. Oh, very crispy. Yeah. It's just like raw in the middle. Oh my god, this is so thick. Is this? Whoa!
That's so good!
Thank you.
You're such a good cook on that.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Yay!
The algorithm. I don't need to get demonetized.
So as you can see, we got the puff pastry layer, we got the mushroom, and then we have the beef itself. So that looks pretty yummy. Oh wow! Okay, that's actually really good. Okay, I'm gonna start cutting stuff for everyone.
I can marry it. Seasoned so well.
It looks like
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
in a cookbook or something.
You should really, really check with yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna try this now. My friends are literally chowing down.
Delicious. 5 stars.
You want her to be monetized. Yeah, sorry.
Oh my god! Wow!
Yeah.
That beef, very well seasoned, very tender.
Yep.
And the flavor, like, this is, I feel like every like piece of beef I've been eating has just been like the potatoes, like, live version. Like, this is what beef is supposed to taste like.
Did you tap into your Vietnamese roots to get like the seasoning on it? You know, British people, I feel like the British version, like from an actual British
Yeah.
like with Ramsay, I know it doesn't taste like this. Sorry.
It's raw! But like, are you just gonna do the gambit? Like, you should just do, like, watch me make British food better then.